Marvelous One. This is the Michael versus Marvelous YouTube channel. Before we get into tonight's episode, if you guys want to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so whenever I put out content, you'll be the first to get into it. I'll get straight into it. January 26, 2020, we lost an icon, a legend, Kobe Bryant, and his daughter Gianna Bryant. They all passed away in that car crash. And it's just one of the things where it's like it's been hard for me, because when we lost Nipsey, I'm still grieving over that. I was sad about that. But this one right here hits a little bit different. It's just the magnitude of who he was. Not taking nothing away. It was just the way I viewed Kobe Bryant. And when I say this, mind you, I'm a LeBron James fan, but I was a both of them fan. I grew up in the Jordan era, I grew up in the Kobe era, and I grew up in the LeBron James era. So I got to watch these three players play. And in this vlog, I'm gonna talk about that. So it's like, it was just caught me off guard. I remember what I was doing. I was having a self-care day because I was just working a lot, and I just needed some time to myself. And my sister called me, and she was like, "Bro, you hear about what happened to Kobe Bryant?" And I was like, "Nah." She's like, sent it to me, and I was like, "That ain't real." And so I'm just thinking like, man, that's a hoax, somebody playing. But then I was like, man, as a time went by, I was like, man, this is real stuff. This is really happening. And it's just, it was unfortunate because when it actually appeared that it was real, how it's just emotionally drained me. And because, like I said, since '96, I've been watching this guy, and anybody that know me always say Kobe, slam dunk, giant. That's like my thing, where I always say, it's like it never, every time I would talk about Kobe, I would say that. And it was just a lot of times where I sat back and I just thought about, like, man, when I was living in Minnesota, how us sneakerheads used to go crazy every time Kobe would drop a shoe. It was like the Kobe was like up there with the Jordans at one point in time, like how we would go crazy over the retros, people's going crazy over the Kobe Bryants. And I got the Kobe Bryant Grinches. They're somewhere over here. I got them because I really didn't really buy the Kobe's, because I was the type of person, if I was buying the shoes, I wanted to wear them, and I just didn't really like the way the Kobe's feel, because I wasn't no baller. So you know what I'm saying, I couldn't just get out there and get the Kobe's and be like baller. I couldn't do that. But I did like his shoes. I did like how when Shaq left, he just took the Lakers by storm. And it was like I said, man, he was born August 23rd, 1978. He died January 26, 2020. He was 41. He's American, but he grew up in Italy. He's 6'6". He was 6'6". He went to Lower Marion High School in Pennsylvania. The Lakers drafted him in '96, first pick, 13 overall. But Charlotte drafted him, but then they worked out a trade for he could have come there. Imagine if he went to the Hornets. Like I said, he spent 20 years with one team, longevity. Even though it was times he wanted to go to the Clippers, he wanted to go to the Bulls, he wanted out, he still stuck it out because loyalty is everything. He was number 8, he was number 24, 824. He had both numbers retired. He got both numbers retired in rafters, and I know a lot of teams are going to change it. That I feel like he should be the logo. I feel like they should come with Jordan and give Jordan first dibs, but out of the respect before his little brother, he should just go ahead and let Kobe get that logo. 5-time champion, 2-time most NBA's most valuable player in 2008, 18 All-Star. Damn, 18 All-Star games. Man, that's dope. 11 first team. It's hard just reading off his stats and not knowing that he's no longer here. 2-time All Second Team, 2000 and 2001. 2 times All Third Team was 99 in 2005. 9-time Defensive First Team. Kobe had D. So I was watching like some sports things, and I'm gonna get back to this thing. It just popped into my head. Y'all know how I ravel up. Like a person's like Kobe was amazing on offense, but like he was in defense. I just read off he was 9 times, not one. He was 9 times he was a defensive first team, and 3 times he was defensive second team. 2 times scoring champs, 2006, 2007. We all know he won a dunk contest in '97. Like I said, number 8 and number 24 is retired by the Lakers. '96 he was a Prep Player of the Year. First parade of his career average was 25. Rebounds 5.2. Assists 4.7. Man, I mean, what more can you say about Kobe being Bryant? Like I said, I'm super sad that he's no longer here in like his Hall of Fame speech. Like Shaq said, you don't really get to see them joke around and, you know, say, oh, I got 5 rings or you got 4. If we would have stayed together, we would have got 10. We don't get that, but man, it's heartbreaking. Then on top of it, his daughter, she was just just getting it in, like got Kobe to come back out and like be at the basketball games. Just like seeing those videos of them too, like him showing her how the game go and all that. It was just like, man, that was like, to me, those was real dad goals. And I was like, man, that was a move that I want to be like, because I love basketball. I coach basketball. Like, that's like if like my daughter or my son came to me and be like, yo, Dad, I want to do content creating. Dad, I want to be a podcaster. Hey, Dad, I want to do this. Hey, Dad, I want to play basketball. If it's something that you love, hey, I want to be a teacher. If it's something you love and it's your craft, you're going to hone in on that, and you're going to be like, oh, for real? That's what you really want to do? And then you embrace it, and you relish it, and you just want to make sure they be great. And like when I was watching highlights, she was like a carbon copy of him. Like, I remember just watching her team on Ball Is Life, and I'm just like, these are 12-year-olds? Whoa, they can be some high schooler teams, because they was hitting the fadeaways. He's coming down doing everything Cole was doing. And man, it's just one of them things where it just breaks my heart, because I'm like, man, they're like all those families. Like, it's not just Kobe and Gianna, but I'm just saying, like, all those families are left with pain and like suffering, and like, it's just, man, it's one of them things where, like, with this blog, I just wanted to like do a tribute to them, man. Like, cause I say, man, you can say what you want to say, man. Kobe was a bad man. He was that dude on the court. I just remember just growing up, just watching, like, man, he is something else. I remember me and my sister going to watch them play the Timberwolves, and he just give us the business. Smooth 40 ball, smooth 30 ball, smooth 50 ball. We'd be in games, and here he comes, as boom, boom, boom. I remember when he broke Jordan's record. He did that in Minnesota. So that like, just right there. I remember when they used to play in the Minneapolis Lakers jerseys, and the jerseys came out, and we all had them 8 jerseys. Like, that was like Kobe rocking the MPLS jersey meant everything to us back at the crib. So like I said, man, this one is this one right here is a one that's steam, man, where it's like, I didn't want to do podcasts, I didn't want to do YouTube videos. It's like, I have a podcast in the description below, pretty dope podcast. It was just one of them things where it's like, I just was like, man, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like once again, my heart goes out to all the families and everyone that was affected by what happened in that plane crash on the 26th of this year. Like I said, man, the Mamba mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have that. Like, I tell people all the time, it's like, man, I've been under that Mamba's mentality. I remember me and my bros, and if they're watching, they can contest to this. Birdman, Bub, y'all can contest it. It's like, what motivated me to what I'm doing now, it was that we watched the Kobe Bryant Muse. It was on Showtime. And I was just like watching him preparate himself to get back from what had happened when he tore his Achilles. And just the way he was just being, the way he was just talking, it was speaking to me. I was like, yeah. And then we watched it. Then come around the June, I dropped my first podcast. And like I said, I get inspired by people. Like I get inspired by seeing people do their craft, because my craft, I get motivated off of that. So it was that documentary, plus the Joe Budden podcast, and a couple other things that sparked my interest to go this route. But like I said, man, that Mamba mentality is real. You know, I live by that, but I call it I'm just it's a marvelous drive, it's the mighty drive. It's like I have a drive, and like I said, I won't stop until, like the late great Nipsey Hussle said, until I hit the great victory lap. And until then, keep grinding, keep you know, being on that marathon. But like I said, RP to Kobe Bryant, RP to Gianna Bryant, RP to everyone else that lost their lives in that crash on Sunday. Like I said, man, I feel marvelous, by the way. Like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to, turn on notifications so whenever I put out content, you'll be the first to get into it. You see it,